Morning, guys. If you're wondering why I look so depressed or down right now, it's because Noah and I and Patrick ran 12 hours overnight 2 days ago. Or a day ago, I guess you could say, because we finished at 7 a.m. the other day. So you're not going to see that on YouTube right now, but you will if you stay tuned for the 100-mile documentary that's coming out. I'm going to put up a 2-second clip here, courtesy of Patrick, and that's all you're going to see. So, this video that's going to be coming out, the documentary is going to be, a masterpiece for sure. And during that run, I don't want to say too much, but it took a toll on me physically. Definitely took a toll on the whole team mentally, because we were up for 12 hours from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So we're all kind of just recovering. So it's been, just over, I think, 48 hours since I last ran. I'm going to go do a 35-minute shakeout this morning. It's probably just going to be 5K, hit the gym, and then tomorrow I kind of resume back to normal training. So quads and calves are extremely tight right now, but we kind of need to flush that lactate acid out. We need to get some movement in while we're fatigued. This is actually good training for my 100-miler, because I'm going to be fatigued as the miles get further down the line, and if I just keep training on fatigued legs, I'll get kind of used to it. So while this is a recovery and a shakeout run, there is some positives to take away from it. So I'm gonna fuel up on some coffee this morning and then get after it. Good effort. 5K, 25 minutes, like 5:16 per kilometer. So not too bad considering my legs feel like bricks, right? We had the 12-hour run the other day, and we're just shaking out right now. I've actually intentionally been gaining weight, so I'm back up to 190. I think about 3 weeks ago I was 182. After this run I'm probably gonna be around 188. But I've gained probably 5 pounds, and I think I just feel better at this body weight. I'm a little bit slower, I do feel a little bit more sluggish, but I feel more protected, if that makes sense. When I was kind of pushing super lean and lifting, my tendons were just getting insanely sore. So yeah, I feel really good. I'm here to do 100 miles, I'm not here to run a marathon. So this kind of nutrition and prep is really different than if you're training for a shorter distance, like a 20K or 42K or a 10K. I can hold on to a little bit more weight, get away with it, and just keep up with the fueling on the course. So good shakeout. Legs were feeling way better. They felt like bricks at the beginning. I could barely, I could run, but it was just painful. It was a struggle to get through. So we're gonna go lift, get some food, fuel up, and then head to the gym. All right, so Noah actually had to go take care of some business. Kind of funny, we are back on the cookie cutter vlog, the handheld. This is crazy. I haven't vlogged like this in a minute. So while he is going to finish up what he's doing before we hit the gym, I just want to show you guys essentially what I am fueling on post-workout. And to start, we have ourselves good old bum energy. I'm sure you guys have heard this before. I'm a big believer of earn your caffeine. We just wrapped up our 5K, of course, and we are earning our caffeine post-run. I did have a coffee this morning, so that kind of contradicts what I'm saying, but that's besides the point. Let's go eat meal number one. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm fueling on post-run. Whoa. Oh, you gotta be kidding me right now. The bloobs, dude. Oh, I had it right here, and then it just like flipped all over. All right, so breakfast, we have 1 cup of oats, a handful of blueberries, I didn't measure that, and then about a scoop and 1/4 of protein. Didn't get a full scoop the first time through, so I just kind of threw in a little bit more. It's about 30 grams of protein this whole meal. This is a great way to fuel post-run, post-workout. You're gonna basically replenish all your glycogen with the amount of carbs that's in here. Super clean, super healthy. And then if you pair it up with a really good protein powder, like a protein powder from Raw, you're gonna get the best combo. So this is pretty much all I'm gonna eat up until I go and hit the gym. I'm gonna go hit the gym in about 2.5 hours. So shower, change, and then get some work done. We're gonna go lift. This is pretty much all you need, right? You don't have to overdo it, guys. You can get volume in with relatively low calories. It just depends how you space it out. So for me, I usually like to get most of my carbs in the morning. Today's run was obviously fasted. Now, if I had gone for an hour, I would not have fasted. This was just, like I said, a 30-minute shakeout because I had literally ran from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I try to get all my carbs in the morning. I believe that getting your carbs in around your workout is the most important time. And then I kind of save the protein more towards the evening and the afternoon. This is because protein takes a little bit longer to digest than carbs, and then fats, they stay in your body the longest. So for me, I want to feel lightweight. I want to have energy throughout the day, but a little bit of protein and fat is also good because it helps you keep yourself satiated. So if you have high carb and then you go with moderate and low fat in the morning, and then kind of increase the fats and protein and lower the carbs as you get further on in the day and your training is kind of titrated down, you're not doing as much aggressive, running, swimming, biking, lifting, whatever it is, then you're gonna have a recipe for success. That's just what works for me. Give it a shot, see if it works for you. But I'm starving, so I'm gonna go crush this oatmeal. Also, that is what Patrick looked like at the end of our 14-hour run. And that's why my quads were so shot today. Kind of mentioning that earlier, like 24 hours later, I'm going and running 35-minute shakeout run. So you gotta, it's like, imagine you just hit legs for the first time and then you go and you run the next day. That's literally exactly how I felt. I think I'm gonna touch bases on this more too in the future, but prepping for a 100 mile is not easy. I tend to put my mind towards a goal, and when I sign up for something, don't really think about how the process is gonna be. I just think about how I wanna achieve that goal and how cool it would be to kind of push my body to its limits. So I sign up for these events, and then once I'm in the thick of it, I'm like, it's real. Shit is getting real right now. And to be completely honest, it hasn't been easy at all. I think this is the hardest thing that I've ever done so far. The mental battles that you go through on a daily basis. You're running 2 hours, and then for me, I'm trying to like fit a lift in there, or I'll go incline walk with a weighted vest for an hour. This stuff is insanely taxing and hard on your body, especially because it's the same thing every single day. With Ironman prep, there's swimming, there's biking, there's running. There's a lot of diversity. There's ways you can kind of recover while you're training. For example, you can do like an easy swim, or you can bike, 3 hours and then run the next day. And that fatigue from your legs is going to carry over to the run. So you don't have to go and do, a 2-hour run, for example. You can get away with doing less by doing more elsewhere. But with 100 mile prep, it's just like repetitive banging on your joints consistently over an extended period of time, which is, why I got my stress fracture. I was out for 6 weeks, 12 weeks out from my prep, so I was only running for 6 weeks essentially. It hasn't been easy. Everything that's gone wrong went wrong, but I love it. This is all part of the process, and I've kept my head strong the whole way through. And that's exactly what you got to do in order to stay consistent, to see the goal all the way to the end. Because if you are not staying consistent, pushing through when adversity comes your way, it's going to be very hard for you to reach that end goal. And obviously there are times where I felt like giving up, but I never did. Everybody goes through those emotions, and I have just found a way to overcome those emotions essentially. And that's exactly what you need to do. That's exactly what you need to do when you have a goal in mind. And I've talked about this in the past in multiple videos, but no matter the goal that you have, whether it be with school, work, sports, relationship, anything in life in general, you need to be consistent on a daily basis in order to have the discipline to do the things that you want to do and get the results that you want. And that's exactly what this 100 mile prep has taught me, and this is exactly why I train. And see you guys.
we are basically 3 weeks out from running 100 miles, 160 kilometers. We had the 12-hour overnight run basically 24 hours ago, and then we did our 30-minute shakeout run this morning. Feeling really good. Quads are still sore, but it's nice to kind of like focus on the gym and get a good pump and use all my glycogen and carbs to just build muscle. So we're feeling really good coming into the race. We just want to keep this momentum moving forward. Definitely going to pull back the gym significantly. So this was probably one of the last good sessions that I'm going to get in. And then we race. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Patrick and Noah for filming my 12-hour, and Noah for filming this YouTube video. These guys are working really hard for me, and I appreciate all the support that you guys have given. So all my support links and codes are going to be in the description below. Raw Nutrition, Dark Sport. I'll see you guys in the next one.